The world had become a battlefield, torn between the forces of angels and demons for countless generations. Humanity found itself caught in the middle, struggling to carve out its own destiny amid the chaos. King Arvid gazed out from the high walls of his castle, his eyes fixed on the distant battlefield where demon armies clashed with angelic hosts. The sky was illuminated by bursts of fire and light. Human forces, allied with angels, fought valiantly against the encroaching demons. King Arvid's face was marked by deep sorrow and determination. His daughter, Lucina, approached him, her hand gently touching his shoulder. "Your Majesty, Elarion wishes to see you," she said. Arvid looked into his daughter's eyes and sighed. "Elarion? Then we must meet. He is our only hope in this war," he replied. Elarion, the leader of the angels, entered the throne room with a radiant presence. He began to describe the dire situation. "The demons are growing stronger. Azazel has a new plan: to enslave humanity and seize complete control of the world," he said. King Arvid took a deep breath and narrowed his eyes at Elarion. "What must we do? How can we ensure peace among our people?" he asked. Elarion met Arvid's gaze with unwavering resolve. "We need to unite to thwart Azazel's plans. With the will of humanity and our strength, we can win this war. But we must be cautious. Azazel is cunning," he replied. Arvid nodded in agreement. "Yes, you are right. Humanity's will is strong, but we must act together in this battle," he said. Lucina stepped forward to join Elarion. "Father, I trust Elarion's plans. As the leader of the angels, he can guide us," she said. Arvid admired his daughter's courage and turned to Elarion. "We will work together. Humans, angels, and all forces of good will unite to win this war," he declared. Elarion raised his hand. "I will stand by you in this battle. Together, we will fight and thwart Azazel's plans," he promised. With renewed hope, King Arvid began preparing his forces. The combined strength of humans and angels was a beacon of hope against the looming threat of the demons. However, Azazel and Belial continued to amass their dark powers. This war would be a test of not just physical strength but also of will and faith. King Arvid and Elarion's strategic meetings led to the unification of human and angelic forces. This alliance offered hope to both sides, but peace was elusive under the threat of the dark skies and advancing demon armies. Arvid devoted all his energy to strengthening his army and coordinating with the angels. One night, as Arvid walked the castle walls, Lucina joined him. "Father, I am glad we are preparing for battle with Elarion, but we need to learn more about Azazel's treacherous plans. We must become stronger against him," she said. Arvid admired his daughter's resolve and agreed with her. At that moment, a messenger from the castle guards rushed over. "Your Majesty, a report has arrived. Azazel and Belial are planning a major attack," he announced. Arvid looked at Elarion with concern. "What does this mean? We need to be prepared," he muttered. Elarion responded calmly and decisively. "Azazel plans to strike us simultaneously. His strategy is to hit us where we are weakest and create chaos. But we will devise a counterattack," he said. Elarion showed King Arvid a map. "Azazel's forces will come from the north. We will be waiting for them. Meanwhile, we must remain vigilant against a possible stealth attack from Belial from the west. If we can succeed on these two fronts, Azazel's plans will be thwarted," he explained. King Arvid, trusting Elarion's plans, mobilized his armies. Humans and angels took up defensive positions on the northern and western fronts. However, Azazel's treacherous plans went beyond mere physical attacks. He had sown seeds of discord and betrayal among the human leaders. One night, a trusted commander of King Arvid's secretly defected to Azazel's side. This commander, tempted by Azazel's promises of power and wealth, had decided to betray his own people. King Arvid, upon learning of the betrayal, summoned the commander for questioning. The commander approached Arvid with a look of guilt and fear. "Your Majesty, I regret betraying you. Azazel promised me power and riches, but now I see what a grave mistake I made. he confessed. King Arvid, struggling to contain his anger, responded, "You have betrayed us and put our people in danger. You will face the consequences," he said. Elarion stepped forward and added, "Forgiving this betrayal is difficult, but our focus now must be on thwarting Azazel's plans." Lucina, standing beside her father, said, "If we root out and cleanse our ranks of traitors, we will be stronger. We must work together to defeat Azazel," she urged. In the early hours of the morning, a dark cloud signaled the approach of Azazel's armies from the north. King Arvid and Elarion prepared their forces for battle, ensuring everything was in place. Humans and angels stood united, ready to face the encroaching darkness. Elarion addressed the troops with an inspiring speech. "Today marks a turning point in the struggle between good and evil. Together, we will defeat Azazel's dark forces. Our light will dispel their darkness," he declared. King Arvid raised his sword and shouted, "My people, today we fight not just for ourselves but for all humanity. Let us show our courage and resolve. Victory will be ours." The battle commenced with ferocity. Azazel's demon armies attacked savagely, while the angels and humans fought bravely. Elarion moved to confront Azazel directly. Amidst the clashing swords and fiery sky, Lucina fought alongside her father, determined to protect their realm. The battlefield was drenched in blood and sweat. Both sides suffered heavy losses. However, Elarion's strategy began to pay off as Azazel's forces started to retreat. Meanwhile, Belial, attacking from the west, aimed to distract the allies. Lucina noticed Belial's attack and warned, "Father, the threat from the west is significant. Belial is trying to trap us." King Arvid quickly sent reinforcements to the western front to thwart Belial's plans. Elarion faced Azazel in direct combat. "This battle ends here, Azazel. Your dark powers will no longer prevail," he declared. Azazel, laughing darkly, retorted, "This is just the beginning, Elarion. Humans and angels are too weak to stand against me." Elarion summoned all his strength and managed to push Azazel back. The combined might of the angels and humans proved overwhelming, forcing Azazel to retreat with his dark forces. In the aftermath of the battle, the angels and humans celebrated their hard-won victory. Azazel and Belial had been driven into retreat. King Arvid announced the victory to his people. "This triumph is the result of our unity and faith," he said. However, the victory came at a steep price. Many lives had been lost, and the kingdom was heavily damaged. Lucina approached her father. "Father, we won, but the scars of this war are deep. The people will need time to rebuild," she said. King Arvid embraced his daughter. "Yes, my dear, but we are a strong people. We will rise again," he assured her.